Hello, welcome back. This is CY. Right. If you are first time joining me, my channel is all about having fun making coffee. Right. Today, I'm going to try to use my niche cereal grinder to make espresso. Right. From espresso, I'm going to pick. I'm probably going to make a latte. Right from it. So, but I'll probably taste the espresso first before I make a latte, so that I know what kind of flavor I'm getting from the bean grinder from the niche. Right, today I'm going to use the Cafe Metella, right, the classic class, right, coffee beans. Right, so same thing, I'm going to use 18 grams for the dose. Okay, my weighing scale is actually leaning against the drip tray, hence therefore it's not giving me an accurate reading. Okay, that's a bit too much. Let me get some beans out. Right, that's 18.1 gram. I think it's fairly okay. Okay, 18.3. Okay, so let's grind the beans. Okay, currently my niche grinder is already at the espresso setting. Now it's at 13 clicks, as I can read from here. So I'm just going to try straight away the 18, see how it goes. Right, always remember to put the cup underneath. I think there's a magnetic, I think the hopper cover is actually magnetized. Yeah, it's magnetized now. I can feel the strength of the magnet pulling the cover. Right, okay. Okay, so this is the grind. Right, not too bad. Okay, let's try to start the machine. Right, I'm going to use my Breville today, Breville Barista Pro. Right, so same thing, I'm going to start it. Do a proper warming up. So as usual, okay, let me get my portafilter out. Okay, I'll be using the bottomless portafilter. Alright, so let's heat it up. Press and hold until the manual comes out, then release. Let it run for 10 seconds. So this is my usual routine of warming the machine up. Right, 10 seconds is good enough. Right, after 10 seconds, really touch the buttons again to switch off. Right, I'll be using my dosing funnel. Okay. Okay, the grind looks pretty consistent. Right, and distribute. Let's temp it. Okay, let's pour a shot. Okay, let me bring you closer. Press and hold for 7 seconds pre-infusion. I'll stop at 30 seconds. I forgot to put my scale on, right? But I can still find out how much extraction have I achieved. Okay, let me just use an empty cup, right? Okay, so now I'll be putting this cup on. Right, I think it's probably a bit too fast, right? As you can see, I'm getting about 50 grams of extraction, right? So that's way too fast. So probably I have to make it finer, right? But let's taste the espresso first. Okay, let's try the shots. I think it's not dialed in properly. So yeah, let's try to do it again. Okay, so this time I'll reduce the grind size to maybe about 12. Right, still measure about 18 grams. Right, okay, 18 grams here. Okay, it's grinded already. Okay, let's try to pull a second shot. Right, another thing that I don't really like about my Barista Pro is that it comes with a 54mm portafilter. I actually prefer the standard 58mm portafilter. Right, it is much easier to find the accessories for the 58mm. Right, even the dual boiler, right, the portafilter size is 58, but the portafilter used by the Breville is different from the rest of the E61 group, so it's kind of hard for me to find the accessories for the 54 as well as the 58mm portafilter. Right. Right, so let me bring you closer for the shot. Okay, this time let's put the scale underneath. Okay, let me bring you closer. Okay, it's 30 seconds. So I'm getting about 35.3 grams of espresso. So I think that's pretty okay, right, for the ratio 1:2. Right, but most importantly is how the coffee tastes like. Right, crema looks good. Let's give it a taste. I can taste the chocolatey and nutty flavor from the espresso. Right, there's no acidity at all. So I think this is probably a good shot. But again, the espresso extracted is actually very it's actually quite, I think at the most 50 to 60 degrees Celsius, right? It's pretty cold, right? It's not cold, but it's just lukewarm. So I don't know what's wrong with the Barista Pro, right? The shot I get from the Barista Pro is always pretty, okay, now the puck sucks there, right? It's pretty cold, right? Not hot enough, not up to the hotness I like for the espresso shot, right? I prefer it to be hotter. Okay, so let me get the milk ready. Right, this is something that is always puzzling me. I don't know why, right? It just doesn't give me the espresso that's hot enough. Right, let's froth the milk. The steaming on the Barista Pro is quite manageable. Right, it's not as fast as my Bambino, sorry, not Bambino, my Rubino, right? So I think for people who has just started on the espresso journey and trying to make milk-based drink, I think the Barista Pro is probably a good choice for you because the steam one is actually quite easy to use. Right, it's not overly powerful. And make it easier for you to control the amount of froth that you like for your coffee. I probably have introduced too much bubbles, right? So by tapping it, I'm trying to get rid of the bubbles. Okay, so let me try. Okay, not too bad, right? Okay, so that's how I dial in, sort of dialing in on the coffee beans by using the niche grinder, right? It's one of my first few attempts in trying to make milk-based drink. Of course, I pull espresso first, then I try to make a milk-based drink on the Barista Pro, right? So thank you for joining me, right? This is CY again, right? My channel is all about having fun making coffee, right? So it is actually pretty easy to dial in on the niche grinder, right, as compared to the brewing grinder. Of course, this grinder costs almost 1,200, 1,300, right? If you try to buy on Singapore Carousel, it probably costs you 1,400, right? And it's really, I think there's a global shortage of supply, and hence therefore the demand for niche grinder is actually very high. So even on eBay, I think the second-hand used machine costs around 1,200 to 1,300 before shipping. So yep, if you can get your hand on the niche grinder, right, you should definitely consider getting one, right, because it makes your home barista journey much easier, and the grinding is much more consistent as compared to the Breville Smart Grinder Pro or the brewing grinder that comes with the Breville machine, right? Okay, so thank you for watching, right? That's all I have for you today, right? Remember to subscribe, like, and like my videos, and of course ring the bell for future video releases, right? So thank you for watching, and see you very soon.